nail friends. Did this mani go as planned? Absolutely not. So to start off, I did 2 coats of a black gel polish just because I didn't feel like dipping and taking the process for that. I used this color from Nail Addict LA. You could very easily use a dip powder, and one that I highly recommend is a little stitious from OG Dip Powder. It's my favorite black. And I'm also going to be using Fright Night from Paramount Dips, and this is a white shimmery glow. And I'm also using a base gel from OG Dip Powder. So what I'm doing is, over top of the 2 layers of black that I have down, I am going to add a layer of my base gel and put on this glow color because I wanted underneath of my spider gel to glow. So if I was using dip powder, I probably would just do 2 layers of this white dip instead of putting it over the black like I did. But because I put gel down first, that's what I did. So here I am just wiping off that sticky dispersion layer off of the black on my nails. And that's just from the gel polish. If you dipped, you wouldn't have that. But I am using a white gel in a pot, and the reason for that is the gels in the pot are thicker, so when you're doing nail art, they're more concentrated, and that's why I'm using this. But you could very easily use a gel polish in a bottle. OG Dip Powder, actually a couple of days before this video is going to be live, she actually released a black and a white gel polish. So I highly recommend you picking those up. You could very easily just use a white gel polish and just do a couple of layers if you want to. So I just took the corner of a makeup sponge, and I am just kind of stippling on that white color in thin layers, and then just kind of gradually building up the color until I like how it looks. And when I'm done with that, I am going to cure for 60 seconds. Now, this pink thing on my nail, I got these off of Amazon. They're like a nail guard for when you use like nail polish. But I didn't want to get this spider gel. So in this, the black in this little container is spider gel. I didn't want to get that on my skin just because over time a gel allergy can form. So I slid one of these things on, and I mean, it worked, and I just wiped the little nail guard thing off with rubbing alcohol when I was done. So it worked perfectly fine. You can also use like a mani mask, or like a, what are those, the stuff that like you put around your cuticles, like when you're stamping. You could easily use something like that. The one that I have is the latex free one from Maniology, and I hate it, so I didn't feel like using it and fighting with it this time. So this is the route I went. So I went ahead and cured that for 60 seconds, and this is the stamping plate I'm using. It was one that I picked up from AliExpress, and I'm going to use a white gel polish from Maniology. You guys, look at this. This is just so funny to me. So I keep forgetting to pick up a lint roller, another lint roller. So I just took like clear tape that you would use for like packages and wrapped it around my like Febreze can, and it worked perfectly fine. So here is where it didn't work. Now, I thought after stamping I could sprinkle over that glow dip powder and it would pick up the polish, so like my ghost would glow. That did not work. And after I got done with this mani, I was thinking it wasn't a good idea because stamping polish dries really quickly. And what I should have done from Triple D, I do have her sticky stamping polish, and I'm wondering if I would have used that because you can chrome over top of that sticky stamping polish. I'm wondering if it would have picked up the glow powder. And I don't know why I didn't use that. I didn't even think of it. I thought that because the stamping polish would still be wet after it got on my nail, that it would pick up some of the color, but it didn't. So here I am using this little house over top of where I did like the white stippling effect. And I realized after I poured over that glow dip powder that I never wiped the dispersion layer off of that white. So it was still sticky, which is what the glow stuck to, but it actually worked out in the end because the white glow dip powder didn't stick to the house that I stamped down, and it stuck to that white in the background, so it did glow a little bit. So these did not turn out how I wanted them to, but I still think that they're pretty cute. So over top of what I stamped, I'm just going to put a layer of the no smudge top coat just to make sure that my image stays where it's supposed to and doesn't run. Then I'm going to do a layer of base gel, cure for 30 seconds, and then do a layer of my top coat and cure that for 60 seconds. And just remember, when you're stamping, the only tip that I can give you is patience, but also whatever way you swipe down your card when you take that excess stamping polish off, roll your stamper in like the opposite direction. So you're kind of like doing a quick roll and not pushing on your nail super hard. But yeah, stamping it takes practice, but using good supplies help also. So here they are after I fully cured them. I tried to see if they would glow, and you can see my middle finger and ring finger do a tiny bit. But also, if you guys have not checked out Northern Lights Skincare, it is my absolute favorite cuticle oil company, and this is one of her new fall scents called Holiday Wishes, and it is my absolute favorite. Okay, so here they are glowing, and yeah. So I hope you like this mani today. Thanks for watching. Bye.